Tuesday morning, February 14th, 2023. The best gloves on the baseball field, baseball's all-time defensive player matchups. Book I wrote. In the epilogue of this book, I give my top 5 players at each position on the baseball diamond. First, I want to name my favorite player at each position and who I consider the best defensive. As far as a catcher, I went with Gary Carter. He was ranked number 1. I have him ranked number 1 according to the stats. He was number 3 in games played. There are, here I'll tell you, 16 catchers in the Hall of Fame. And what you do is you rank them 1 through 16 in all the categories that I've been discussing, which are games played, fielding percentage, chances, putouts, assists, double plays, innings, and fewest errors. Gary Carter was rated number 1. He ranked number 3 in games played, 2 in fielding percentage, 4th in chances, 3rd in putouts, 6th in assists, 8th in double plays, 3rd in innings, and 4th in fewest errors. So I'm going to go with Gary Carter as the best defensive catcher of all time. And who are my top 5 catchers? Gary Carter, Johnny Bench, Ray Chalk, early 1900s, Ivan Rodriguez, and Carlton Fisk in that order. How about first baseman? Who did I go with? Who would I pick? Eddie Murray. Why? He ranked number 1 among 26 first basemen. He rated number 1. He was 1 in games played, 4th in fielding percentage, 16th in chances, 16th in putouts, 2 in assists, 6 in double plays, 1st in innings, and 7th in fewest errors. So I'm going to pick Eddie Murray. From the top 5 first basemen, Eddie Murray, George Kelly, George Sisler, Jake Beckley, and Pete Rose. Those are my top 5. Second baseman. I'm going to go with Ryne Sandberg. Even though he ranked number 8 out of 19 second basemen, I'm going to go with him as my favorite. He was 9th in games played, 1st in fielding percentage. I like the fielding. No errors, really. 18th in chances, 18th in putouts. Didn't have as many, but he had 15th in assists, 9th in double plays, 4th in innings, but 2nd in fewest errors. So as far as second baseman, my top 5, Ryne Sandberg, Nellie Fox, Bid McPhee, Eddie Collins, and Bill Mazeroski. Those are my top 5. Third baseman, I'm going to go with Brooks Robinson as my favorite. He was rated number 1. He just completely overtook all the third basemen in the Hall of Fame. 1st in games played, 1st in fielding percentage, 5th in chances, 7th in putouts, 4th in assists, 2nd in double plays, 1st in innings, and 1st in fewest errors. Brooks Robinson, hands down. And I'm going to go with my top 5. Brooks Robinson, Mike Schmidt, Jimmy Collins, Paul Molitor, and Chipper Jones. Shortstops. Who am I going to go with? I'm going to go with Cal Ripken. Even though he ranked 3rd among all those shortstops because Ozzie Smith and Rabbit Marinville ranked better. I'm going to go with Cal Ripken. Fourth in games played, first in fielding percentage. That's key to me, fielding. 20th in chances, 20th in putouts, 18th in assists, third in double plays, fourth in innings, second in fewest errors. So the fielding percentage and the fewest errors did it for me for shortstops. And my top five, Cal Ripken, Ozzie Smith, Huey Jennings, Louis Aparicio, and Dave Bancroft. Left fielders. I'm going to go with Zach Wheat. He was rated number one and ranked number one. Ranked number 2 in games played, 14th in fielding, second in chances, second in putouts. Those two things. He had more chances and more putouts. 6th in assists, 4th in double plays, first in innings played. He was number 1 in innings played, Zach Wheat. 16th in fewest errors. And my top 5 left fielders, Zach Wheat, Ed Delante. These are all defensively. Tim Raines, Ricky Henderson, and Jesse Burkett. I'm not going with the offense. I'm going with defense. Center fielders. I'm going to go with Tris Speaker. Why? Out of 17 center fielders, he was ranked number 1. Ranked 2 and second in games played. 12th in fielding, 4th in chances, 7th in putouts, 1st in assist, 1st in double plays from center field, 2nd in innings, and 12th in fewest errors. So center fielder, my top 5, Tris Speaker, Willie Mays, Richie Ashburn, Max Carey, and Kirby Puckett. Right fielders, who do I pick? Paul Waner. Why? Right field. He was ranked number 1. Out of 26 right fielders, he was ranked number 1. He was ranked 3rd in games, 10th in fielding, 1st in chances, and 1st in putouts. That did it. 14th in assists, 13th in double plays, 1st in innings, and 11th in fewest errors. And my top 5 right fielders, Paul Waner, Roberto Clemente, Tony Gwynn, Sam Rice, and King Kelly. Pitching. Defensively, who do I take? Greg Maddux. He was ranked number 1 among 75 pitchers in the Hall of Fame on defense. Ranked 16th in games played, 12th in fielding, 16th in chances, 1st in putouts, 25th in assists, 2nd in double plays, 13th in innings, and 47th in fewest errors. Greg Maddux. In the top 5, Maddux, Addie Joyce, Cy Young, Pete Alexander, and Dennis Eckersley. Top 5. So what do you think of my choices? I'll give it to you again. For catcher, I take Gary Carter. Sorry, Johnny Bench. I took you 2nd, but I'm going to go with Gary Carter. He was ranked number 1 among the catchers in my categories. So I took Gary Carter. First baseman, I took Eddie Murray. Second baseman, let's see. I've got it right here. The epilogue. All right. I took Gary Carter as the catcher. Eddie Murray, first base. Second base, I took Ryan Sandberg. Third base, I took Brooks Robinson. Shortstop, I took Cal Ripken. Left field, I took Zach Wheat. Center field, I take Tris Speaker. And right field, I take Paul Waner. Let me highlight this. Most games played. Out of all the position players on defense, who played the most on defense? Brooks Robinson played 2,870 games. Out of all the positions on the baseball field, he played the most. How about that? Best fielding percentage among everybody. Jim Thome, Ernie Banks, and Pete Rose all had a .994 fielding percentage. Most chances among anybody in the Hall of Fame. Jake Beckley, 25,552 chances on defense. Most putouts. Jake Beckley, 23,755. Most assists. Eddie Collins, 7,630. Most double plays. Eddie Murray, 2,023. Most innings. Willie Mays, 24,331. And the fewest errors are by Trevor Hoffman and Lee Smith, 4. Here's a question I want to ask and see if you can answer it. Who is the best defensive player with the best glove on the baseball field, regardless of what position they play? Of all 9 positions, who is the best defensive player of all time? Hands down. Who would you take, or who would you consider defensively, regardless where they played, had the best defense in the Hall of Fame? I looked it up, and I got to go with Tris Speaker, the best defensive player ever to play baseball. Would you agree or disagree? Why? Well, I've got here in the epilogue, let me read it. His speed allowed him to play a shallow center field, which enabled him to catch many balls that would otherwise have been hits. He played shallow, and he caught a lot of balls. He had a lot of putouts. He had a strong and accurate throwing arm. He prevented runners from taking extra bases. That's what he did in his career. He played a long time. He turned a record 146 double plays from center field. How about that? He holds the all-time career record for assists by an outfielder with 448 assists. He's responsible for 6,757 putouts. Outs. You know, center fielder is a very challenging position. You need the skill, you need speed, you need endurance, you need a great understanding of baseball. Center field, you have to cover a wide area. I talked about it. You have to cover left center, center, and right center. Left fielders, they just cover left center and center. That's 2 spots. But center fielder, 3 spots. Left center, center, right center. Right fielders cover 2 spots, right field and right center. But center fielder, 3 spots. In fact, who else on the diamond has to cover 3 spots? Third base covers his area and between short and third, right? Shortstop covers between third and second. Second baseman covers between first and second. And first baseman just covers between first and second, right? And the pitcher, he just covers up the middle. He lets balls go by between his left side and right side. And the catcher, of course, he has a very hard, he's calling the game and he's catching balls and blocking balls and throwing out runners. But center fielder, he covers a lot of area on the baseball diamond. You got to admit that. Infields, they don't cover as much. The best center fielders have the ability to run a fly ball down in either gap. They get hard line drives hit to them. They make average and hard throws to the bases. He's the captain of the outfield, the center fielder. He has to communicate with everybody. Would you agree with me that Tris Speaker, greatest defensive player of all time? And here's another question. Who in the Baseball Hall of Fame combines offense and defense as being the greatest? Now, we know that Babe Ruth is the greatest offensive player of all time with all his stats. In 22 years of baseball, he has so many records, home runs, batting average. We know him on offense, but on defense, he wasn't ranked very high. The right fielders ahead of him. Let's see, I've got it here. On defense, Babe Ruth ranked in all these categories 25th out of 26. So you can't combine him with offense and defense. Offense, he's the greatest. Defense, he's not the greatest. How about Ty Cobb? He's the greatest hitter of all time. Base hits, average, 366. But on defense, where was he? He was a center fielder. He was ranked 9th. So you can't put him offense and defense. You could say offense, yes. Defense. Ted Williams, same thing. 344 lifetime, 500 homers. But where does he? He was a left fielder. Where did he rank? 14th out of 21. Roger Hornsby, second base, right? 358 lifetime batting average. He was ranked 17th on defense. Who else are the greatest ball players of all time? Willie Mays, right? Center field. Where did he rank? He ranked number 4 out of 17 center fielders. He has the homers on offense, 660, right? Almost 2,000 RBIs. The thing with him, his lifetime batting average was just over 300. But he was good on defense. So he's one of the players you can say that offense and defense matters. He excels at both positions. So I would put him up there. Henry Aaron, how about him? We know he has most homers and most RBIs, but where did he rank? He's ranked 5th among right fielders. So, and again, his average just a little over 300. I'm looking for someone, not only are they ranked high in defense, but they're ranked very, very high in offense with batting average, home runs, RBIs. So which player would be the all-around exceptional? I told you Babe Ruth offense and Ty Cobb offense, Hornsby and Williams all offense, but his defense they're lacking because other guys are ahead of him. Now Mays is up there. Aaron is up there, but both Mays and Aaron have the lower batting average, just over 300. We need someone who has a batting average like in the 340s or 350s, who has 500 homers and almost close to 2,000 RBIs. Does anybody fit there? Tris Speaker doesn't. Speaker had a 345 lifetime batting average, but the homers and RBIs are short. Ed Delante had a 346 lifetime batting average, but the homers and RBIs are short. Who is the player that would be the closest? Joe DiMaggio had a 325 batting average, lifetime, 360 homers, didn't play long enough. He's ranked 10th in defense. Let's look at the guys who are high on defense, ranked very well, and see if their offense also ranks high among the greatest. Catching, Gary Carter, low batting average, even though he's ranked high. Ivan Rodriguez didn't get to 3,000 hits. Johnny Bench, he's ranked high among catchers. He had a lot of homers, a lot of RBIs, but his average was a little below 300. Fisk, Berra, no. So among the catchers, we can't say the greatest. Mike Piazza had over 400 homers, had a good batting average, but he's ranked 11th among catchers. So on that, or how about Eddie Murray? He's ranked number 1 among first basemen, but his batting average is below 300. He did have 500 homers and close to 1,800 RBIs. The batting average didn't do it. Bill Terry had a good batting average, but not enough homers and RBIs. Ernie Banks had the homers and RBIs, but not enough batting average. George Kelly, Jimmy Fox. Now, he's ranked number 5 among first basemen. He has the batting average, 320 something, right? He has over 500 homers, over 1,500 RBIs. He could be considered. George Sisler, he's ranked 7th. Lou Gehrig, he had the batting average, 340. He had the homers, close to 500. Had the RBIs, 1,900. But he's ranked 10th on defense. Greenberg, ranked low. Pete Rose on defense is low. We can't say him. How about second baseman? No. Like I said, Hornsby, he had the homers, had the RBIs, has the batting average, but he's ranked 17th in defense. Brooks Robinson had a lot of hits, 2,800 hits. The batting average is below 300. We can't put them together. Now, Mike Schmidt is ranked 4th on defense, but his batting average below 300 career. Ray Boggs, not enough homers and RBIs. George Brett, ranked 7th, 3,000 hits. Molitor, 3,000 hits. Chipper Jones. See, all these guys are ranking lower in defense. Shortstops, Cal Ripken had the homers, RBI. Batting average is low. He did have 3,000 hits. He's ranked up there. So among the shortstops, we can't find that all-around player that has the offense and defense combined. Left fielders, Zach Wheat, a lot of hits, good batting average, not enough homers and RBIs. Jim Rice, ranked 4th. Henderson, not enough homers and RBIs. Ed Delante had a good batting average, but not enough. Carl Yastrzemski below 300, and he's ranked low. Ted Williams, Billy Williams, center fielder Tris Speaker. Best, like I said, he's the best on defense, but just not enough homers and RBIs. He did have the 345 lifetime batting average. So on the right fielders, left or center fielders, there's so far Jimmy Fox has the combination, ranked good on defense and ranked good on offense. You could say that Jimmy Fox is in the top 10 offensively. And in defense, where did I have? He's a first baseman. He's ranked number 5 in defense. So he's one player. And you know who the other player is? Willie Mays. But the only thing on Willie Mays, 3-0. Let me look it up. All right, I want to be accurate here. Willie Say Hey Mays. All right. He's outstanding on defense and outstanding on offense, but the only flaw with Willie Mays is his career lifetime batting average. Oh, come on, Willie. What's your career batting average? Man, Willie, 301 career. I wish it was higher. Jimmy Fox. All right, let me tell you. What's Jimmy Fox? Jimmy Fox career batting average, 325. And he had 534 homers, and 1,922 RBIs, and he's ranked number 5 in defense. Now, Babe Ruth, we know 700 homers, over 2,000 RBIs, 342 lifetime batting average. But with Ruth, what happened? He's ranked 25th in defense. So I like the fact that Fox is rated number 5 among first basemen, and then he's in the top 10 on offense. And then Willie Mays is ranked number 4 on center fielders, and you would say he's top 10 in offense, but his batting average of 301. And same with Henry Aaron. Henry Aaron is a right fielder. He's ranked 5th among right fielders in all the categories. But what's Henry Aaron's lifetime batting average? Oh, I think it's 303. Let's see if I can get it here. Henry Aaron. Lifetime batting average. 305. See, Fox, 325. Even though Aaron has way more home runs, he has 200 more homers. But Fox had 1,900 RBIs. Aaron, 2,200. So that's 300 more RBIs. Clemente, not enough homers, but he's ranked number 2. He's got the 3,000 hits. He's got a good batting average, 317 lifetime. Mickey Mantle, ranked 12th on defense. So I'm looking for the one guy in the Baseball Hall of Fame that you can combine offense and defense, and they're ranked very, very high. It looks like Jimmy Fox wins it. He's ranked number 5 among first basemen. It's a good ranking, and he's in the top 10 of the greatest ball players of all time. 325 lifetime batting average. I like that, the average, because that beats Mays and Aaron. But Mays and Aaron beats him in homers and RBIs. So do you like the batting average or the homer RBI? I don't like that Mays had the 301. I wish he had like 330, 335. And same with Aaron. I wish he had like 340. Because, you know, Ruth had 342, Gehrig 340, Williams 344, Hornsby 358, Cobb 366. Cobb didn't have the homers. He had the RBIs, but not the homers. And he's ranked a little lower on the defense. Ruth has the homers, the RBIs, and the average, but the defense was lacking. So you got to say Jimmy Fox, then Willie Mays, probably Henry Aaron. As far as the offense, defense, excelling on the field. What do you think in that analysis, and do you agree or disagree? Jimmy Fox, what a player. What a career. You want to look at his career? Jimmy Fox, he played 20 years. He started at age 17, 1925, and he went through 1945. 20-year career. Listen to this, he stopped playing at 37. You know, a lot of guys go to 40 or 42. If he played 3 more years, he would have had 600 homers. But consider this, he has 2,646 hits. So he plays another 3 or 4 years, he gets to 3,000 hits. 600 homers, he would have had over 2,000 RBIs. He had 1922. And he bats .325. Listen to this. He batted over 300. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 times he batted over 300 as a power hitter. Solid. So I was looking for the player, offense and defense, ranked high in both categories. And Jimmy Fox wins it. Agree or disagree? Can you think of another player who's ranked high in defense and high in offense. He has to be a top 10 player. That's why Fox qualifies. Can't be in the top 20. He's got to be in the top 10 on offense. Fox qualifies. And on defense, you got to be in the top 10. Cobb didn't make the top 10. Let's see. Cobb played center field, right? Let's see. Cobb is close. The only thing with Cobb, he didn't have enough homers. He had the RBIs. He has the hits. And Cobb, let's see where he was ranked on as among the center fielders. Like I said, he's ranked 9th. There's 9 guys ahead of him. Oh, man. So, can you think of another player? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to scratch the surface here. Offense, top 10. Who would you consider the top 10 ball players of all time? Ruth, Cobb, Gehrig. Now, Gehrig, where did he rank among first basemen? 10th. 10 other guys ranked better than him at first base. Okay, so I was thinking the top 10 offensive players. You got to say Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, Lou Gehrig, Roger Hornsby, Ted Williams, Jimmy Fox, Willie Mays, Henry Aaron, Honus Wagner. He's a shortstop. Where did he rank? Thing with Wagner, he had a good lifetime batting average of 328. Didn't have enough homers. Had a lot of RBIs. And where did Honus Wagner rank on defense? Sorry. Honus Wagner, shortstop, 13th on defense. So he doesn't do it. Top 10 offensive players. Ruth, Cobb, Gehrig, Hornsby, Ted Williams, that's 5. Jimmy Fox, Willie Mays, Henry Aaron, Honus Wagner. Who you put number 10? Got to put Ed Delonte out there. He had a 346 lifetime batting average. He played 1,800 games and had 2,500 hits. He was on a pace. He plays more games. He's got 3,000 hits. Didn't have enough homers. Jed Maggio up there, didn't play long enough, but quality, 325 lifetime. Who else would you put in the top ball offensive players of all time? Well, you can go down the list. I mean, Hank Greenberg didn't play long enough. A lot of players here. Let's see. Hall of Famers. Tony Gwynn didn't have enough homers, but he had a 338 lifetime. Rod Carew, not enough homers. George Sisler, not enough homers, but he had a quality lifetime batting average. Eddie Murray, Johnny Bench. Why, I name roughly the top 10 offense. So those are the players you got to look at and then see where they ranked on defense. And among all those players, Jimmy Fox is the one. I've repeated myself, but I'm trying. If you can come up with one, let me know. He's got to be ranked high in defense and high in offense. So maybe it would be Jimmy Fox, Willie Mays, Henry Aaron, because they're close. But Fox beats him because of his lifetime batting average. Beats Aaron and Mays as far as the offense-defense combo that I'm looking for. Who else would you put up in there? As far as offense and defense. Maybe Roberto Clemente. because he had the 3,000 hits, 317 lifetime batting average, didn't have enough homers. But he ranked high on defense and high in off. He ranks up, but is he in the top 10 all time? No. As far as offense, no. You've got other players ahead of him. Oh, Stan Musial. Didn't think of Stan Musial, but here's the thing. His most games he played on the field was first base, and he's ranked 11th. Now he has the homers, he has the RBIs, he has the hits, and he has the average. But he's ranked 11th on defense. So, oh yeah, that would be the top 10. Ruth, Cobb, Gehrig, Hornsby and Williams, Fox, Aaron, Mays, Wagner, and Stan Musial. He would be in the top 10. So you can say that the top 5 combo. I'm looking for offense, defense, combo as far as the greatest in the Hall of Fame. Jimmy Fox. Guess you could go with Willie Mays second. Aaron third. Roberto Clemente fourth. Remember, it's both of them defense. And the only other player I can think of would maybe be Ed Delante. Why? Where did he play? Why am I picking Ed Delante? Because of the 346 lifetime batting average. That is number 4 all time, right? And he's ranked number 6 in defense. Would you put him in the top 10 as far as offensively all time? Let's look at him. Ed Delante. You've heard of this guy, right? Ed Delante. You need to study this guy's history. What a player. Listen to this. He played from 1888 to 1903. He only played 16 years, and he stopped playing at 35. But he was on a pace. He plays 1,800 games and has almost 2,600 hits. It's like 1.41 hits per game played. That's the highest. I wrote another book, and I looked at the average of games played to how many hits a person had in the Hall of Fame. And Ed Delante was ranked number 1. 1.41 hits per game played. He was on pace for 5,000 hits if he plays 22 years or 24 years like Rose and Cobb. Yes, he was on that pace, but he stops playing at 35. But listen to this. His lifetime batting average, 346. He batted 400, over 400, 3 times. 405, 404, and 410. He had a 397 one year. And he plays 16 years, and 13 times he goes over 300, and he's close to 400. Didn't strike out very much, 400 strikeouts. He has 1,466 RBIs in 16 years, almost an RBI a game. He plays another 4 years, he has over 2,000. Well, let's see. Yeah, if he played 20 to 22 years, he's close to 2,000 RBIs. He had 101 homers. That's the only knock on him. But he had 500 doubles and almost 200 triples. Almost 2,600 hits in the 1,800 games. That you got to look at that. That is a pace. You couldn't get this guy out. All right, so I'm going to list the top 5 again. Jimmy Fox, offense, defense, ranking very high. Fox is number 1. 2, I'm going to put Willie Mays, even though his batting average is 301, but he's ranked because he's got a lot of homers, RBIs. He's got the 3,000 hits, and he's ranked way up there in defense. 3, we'll go with Willie Mays because he's in the top 10. Or, all right. Fox is in the top 10 offensively and defensively. Mays, top 10 offensively and defensively. Aaron, top 10 offensively and defensively. Clemente is not in the top 10 offensively. But Ed Delonte, I would put him in the top 10 offensively and defensively. He ranked good on defense. And there's a fifth guy. Who would be the fifth guy that you would consider offensively and defensively? Well, we thought of Hornsby, but he wasn't. He's top 10 offensively. But Hornsby, come on. Where are you? 17th on defense, so you can't put him there. Ted Williams. Oh, okay, we looked at Lou Gehrig, right? But he was 10th defensively. But he's in the top 10 offensively. Maybe Lou Gehrig, because he had 340 lifetime, almost 493 homers, 1,900 RBIs. And again, he was on a pace. He plays 16 years. Lou Gehrig? Lou Gehrig. How many years does he play? 17 years he played, but he stops playing at 36. If he plays till 40, he has close to 600 homers, and he has over 2,000 RBIs and a 340 lifetime batting average, and he would have had over 3,000 hits. But he's ranked number 10 on defense. So maybe him. See, Ted Williams, he's in the top 10 offensively, but Williams, he's a left fielder, right? Where did he rank? Let's see, left fielder for Williams. He's ranked 14th on defense. Ruth, can't do him. Maybe Gehrig. All right, who's the other guy? Honus Wagner. Where was he ranked? Didn't have enough homers, but he was pretty good. He's in the top 10 offensively. Ranked 13th on defense. Can't do him. So, all right, I'll repeat myself for the last time, and we can debate this. Top 10 offensively and defensively. The combo positions. Fox, Jimmy Fox. He's top 10 offensively, and he's in the top 10 defensively of all time. 2, Willie Mays. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Aaron, top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Delonte, I put him in the top 10 offensively and top 10 defense. And the last guy, we'll go with Lou Gehrig. We found him. He's in the top 10 offensively, and he just made it in first baseman. He's ranked 10th defensively. If you can think of another player who has that combo, let me know. Thanks for watching. I've exhausted it. It's fun looking at the baseball stats. That's what I'm doing. Look at their career, compare them with other players, and make a judgment. Who's better? Who's the best on defense? Who's the best? I've covered a lot of offensive stats in all my other videos. This book I wrote, I thought it was fun just looking at the defensive side and see who's in the top 10 in all their positions. All right, thanks for watching here. I wrote another book, and I'm going to get into that. Old school baseball versus new school baseball. Those are going to be my videos coming up. Thanks for your forbearance. Thanks for watching. I'm out.